please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and welcome to Plank Purgatory Day 11. Oof, 11 days of planking in a row. It is what it is. I'll say that. It is planking. Planking is not exactly the most exciting thing in the world, as you could probably tell from the video. If you're not experienced in planking, it is just as exciting as it looks. You hold a static pose. You try to keep your form as tight and solid as possible. And that's it. That's pretty much the plank. There are some nuances, of course, to the actual form that you're using. I saw a video today about the world record. There was a world record broken this year, actually, just 7 months ago. This guy did, I believe, 9 hours and 35 minutes of planking. I could not even imagine what that is like. By the end of it, he's like dripping snot from his nose and mouth, and I'm assuming he was helped a lot for the rest of the day, helped to walk out of there, driven home. That's quite the toll to put on your body. And in that video, his trainer mentioned that this guy has a list of problems, a list of health issues, and very impressive. I wish I remember his name. Very impressive that he got the record. Big ups to him. Shout out to him. He had a lot of health issues, and so I thought that was kind of funny, honestly. Not the health issues, but his trainer said that they had to make some big adjustments, or maybe just some adjustments to his form while planking because he had some health problems, right? And from the outside looking in, like, adjustments to the plank form, what are you talking about? You make a bridge with your body and you hold it. But I'm sure they did make some adjustments. I'm not sure exactly what they could have done. I didn't actually listen to the video. I just skimmed through it. I wanted to see what his time was at the end of the day, and it's very impressive, especially with whatever list of ailments he's got. To hold a 9 hour and 35 minute plank is just nearly beyond imagination. That's a level of suffering that most people probably don't experience in a decade. That is a lot of suffering you go through in just a short period of time. That is something that will make you a wise man if you are not one already. He said that the longest plank he ever held in practice was just, and I say just, but 3 hours and 30 minutes. And then he had some health complications which caused him to stop. So, what a wild thing to go from a 3 hour, 30 minute plank to a 9 hour, 35 minute plank. Maybe he had done some longer attempts in going for this world record. I'm not sure. But wow, that is crazy. There are some nuances in the form of the plank. This is something I'm sure most people don't think about. I have been planking for a few months now, and I still don't think about it. Even in high school, when I would do plank for gym class, I didn't think about that. I didn't think, oh yeah, the nuances of the plank. No, now I'm kind of getting it. Now I'm getting that you really have to support your upper body by, lifting it, pushing your shoulders down or forward, I guess, lifting your upper body up, keeping that core tight, making sure your hips aren't dropping or rising, making sure you're stable. I believe there is something called PPT. I saw this in a video. It's something to do with the pelvic tilt. That's what the PT stands for. I don't know if it's positive pelvic tilt or posterior pelvic tilt. I don't exactly know what it stands for, but you are supposed to tilt your pelvis a bit forward, like I don't know how to explain it. But I did see a video where this guy was talking about it. He also said to bring your heels together while planking, which I definitely don't do. I kind of tried that during one set and it was kind of weird, so I just stopped. Sometimes I feel like my legs are too close together and I separate them, so I'll actually try to put some distance between my legs during plank. I'm not sure what the right approach is. I will say, I think I had my easiest plank so far today. That was the 8th set of plank, so it should be coming up very shortly. I believe this is the 7th one because I'm recording 6 minutes. So this should be the 7th set. The 8th set, I really started thinking about, I'm gonna make this a very easy set of plank for me. I'm going to, from the very beginning, push my shoulders down and forward. I'm going to support my upper body. I am going to keep my head in a neutral, not tense position, and my neck, of course. I'm going to flex my abs and make sure I've got some tilt in my pelvis. I'm going to make sure my knees are up, and the first 30 seconds flew by. The next 10 seconds, 40 seconds flew by. 45 seconds flew by. 50 seconds flew by. I barely even noticed that plank. And that's interesting to me because I actually actively decided I'm going to make this plank very easy for me. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what happened. That's going down in my mind right now as that was the easiest plank of the day. This one right here, the 8th set, and I did that myself. I set out to make that plank really easy. I kept it out of my mind that I'm going to shake and struggle and tense up. I stayed kind of loose, honestly, even though I am actively doing this exercise. I am actively pushing my shoulders forward. I'm actively tensing my abs. I'm actively keeping my knees and my hips and my butt from dropping. And yet, that was a very easy set of plank. In comparison with the very last set, which will be coming up in just 30 seconds or so, the last set, I started thinking about it at the halfway mark. I held it for about 30 seconds and I thought, I've only got 30 seconds of plank left to go today. I've only got 10 seconds left, or 20 seconds left, 15 seconds left, 20 seconds left. And the more I think about it, the more I think of my breathing, the more I'm thinking, like breathe slow, like make the time last, like let the time pass faster. And even though it wasn't really a challenge, I could tell I'm straining while doing that. It's much better to just relax, kind of loosen up, and even though you're being active in your plank, relax a little bit. It'll pass, it'll be over eventually. And also, after that, I decided, or actually my dad decided today, he said, let's do a plank. So I did a 1-minute plank with them. My dad did a 1-minute plank, and my mom did she did 2 planks. She did like 35 seconds and then 32 seconds. So overall, very good. 1 minute for everyone. I sent my sister a picture of our times. I'm expecting a plank from her too. This has been Plank Purgatory, day 11. Thank you for watching.